Detailed explanation of 9 principles commonly associated with Hermetic thought. It should be noted that many classic Hermetic texts, such as the Kybalion, traditionally list 7 principles. However, various modern interpretations and expanded Hermetic frameworks sometimes incorporate additional elements, which we'll outline here. These 9 principles blend the ancient wisdom of Hermeticism with contemporary insights. Please subscribe to our channel and like the video if you like the content. First principle, the principle of mentalism. Concept: the all is mind. Detail: Time's Hermetic tradition holds that the universe itself is a mental creation. Everything that exists, physical or spiritual, is a manifestation of a universal mind or consciousness. This principle encourages us to recognize that our thoughts and perceptions play a crucial role in shaping our reality. In practice, this means cultivating mindfulness and understanding that inner mental states are the blueprint for outer experiences. Second principle, the principle of correspondence. Concept: as above, so below, as below, so above. Detail: This principle teaches that there is a harmony and correspondence between the different planes of existence, physical, mental, and spiritual. It implies that patterns, laws, and relationships repeat across different levels of reality. By observing nature and symbolic relationships in the microcosm, ourselves, and the macrocosm, the universe, we can gain insight into deeper truths. Third principle, the principle of vibration. Concept: nothing rests, everything moves, everything vibrates. Details: According to this principle, all matter, energy, and even thoughts are in constant motion, each vibrating at its own frequency. Changes in vibration affect the form and experience of phenomena. Higher vibrational states are associated with qualities such as love, wisdom, and light, whereas lower vibrations are linked with negativity or stagnation. Techniques such as meditation, sound healing, and mindful breathing aim to elevate one's vibrational state for personal transformation. Please subscribe to our channel and like the video if you like the content. Fourth principle, the principle of polarity. Concept: everything is dual, everything has poles, everything has its pair of opposites. Details: This principle asserts that opposites are actually two extremes of the same thing, differing only by degree. Understanding polarity allows us to transform negative states into their positive counterparts by shifting our perception, for example, transforming despair into hope or anger into passion for change. It encourages balance. By recognizing and embracing duality, one can aim for a harmonious middle path. Fifth principle, the principle of rhythm. Concept: everything flows, out and in, everything has its tides, all things rise and fall. Details: Rhythm is seen in the cyclical nature of life, seasons, and even daily patterns such as our sleep cycles. Recognizing this natural rhythm allows us to understand that change is inevitable. When we align ourselves with these rhythms, for example, honoring natural cycles of rest and activity, we can navigate life's ups and downs with greater ease and resilience. Sixth principle, the principle of cause and effect. Concept: every cause has its effect, every effect has its cause. Details: This principle emphasizes that nothing happens by chance. Every action, thought, or event sets off a chain reaction. It invites personal responsibility. Our thoughts, actions, and decisions contribute to our realities. By being mindful of cause and effect, we can make intentional choices that lead to desirable outcomes and avoid contributing to adverse situations. Seventh principle, the principle of gender. Concept: gender exists in everything. Everything has its masculine and feminine principles. Details: This principle is not solely about biological sex, but represents the interplay of complementary forces. The masculine aspect is generally associated with assertiveness, logic, and activity, while the feminine aspect reflects intuition, receptivity, and nurturing. Harmonizing these energies within oneself can lead to a more balanced and creative life. Eighth principle, the principle of expansion and contraction. Concept: sometimes described as the law of growth. Details: In many modern Hermetic interpretations, An additional principle addresses the dynamic nature of change. Everything expands and contracts in accordance with natural laws. Times this principle highlights the cyclical evolution of energy and consciousness. At times, expansion can be related to growth, creativity, and openness, whereas contraction might correlate with focus, concentration, and introspection. Times recognizing these cycles helps in adapting personal growth practices and coping strategies for life's fluctuations. Ninth principle, the principle of unity. Concept: all is one. Details. Times this principle conveys the ultimate interconnectedness of all things. Beyond apparent dualities and distinctions lies a fundamental oneness. Times it serves as a reminder that separateness is an illusion generated by the limited perspective of the mind. Times in practice, embracing this unity can lead to greater compassion, empathy, and understanding, as one recognizes that all beings and phenomena share the same essence. Times it encourages a holistic view where spiritual, mental, and physical aspects of life merge into a unified field of awareness. Summary and application. These 9 principles offer a comprehensive framework for understanding Hermetic philosophy in both a metaphysical and practical sense. They invite practitioners to times cultivate awareness, recognize the role of your mind in creating your experience, mentalism. Times seek balance, observe the natural patterns and cycles that govern life, correspondence, rhythm. Times take responsibility, understand that your actions have consequences, cause and effect, and that both aspects exist within you, gender. Times embrace transformation, allow yourself to expand and contract according to life's needs, expansion and contraction. Times recognize interconnectedness, see past the illusions of separation to experience oneness with all, unity. These guiding principles can be integrated into daily practices such as meditation, self-reflection, mindful living, and conscious decision-making, fostering a balanced and harmonious life while deepening one's spiritual journey. Please subscribe to our channel and like the video if you like the content.